Next up, we have one of my all-time favorite albums, "I Fought the Law" by the Bobby Fuller Four. Now they are an incredibly underrated band, and they really should have gotten more recognition. And sadly, Bobby died before they could, I think, really, reach their full potential as a band. And we're really lucky we got what we did. And they're such a an amazing band, and they have such a great sound, and it's sad that we weren't able to see more of it. um and so they obviously had the huge hit with "I Fought the Law," which was originally done by the Crickets and written by Sonny Curtis, good friend of Buddy Holly. And but really the amazing thing on this album is all of the Bobby Fuller originals. They're just so good, and you can tell, he's got a lot of talent, and he could have done so much more, and it's very sad. But anyway, let's get into it. The album was released in 1966, and I think, they definitely picked great tracks, because they had put out an album shortly before this called Carol, King of the Wheels, featuring quite a bit of the songs from this album, but also some different ones. And But I think they definitely did really good with getting picking the songs for this album. And it's really really good. Anyway, let's get into the review. So it opens up with "Let Her Dance," which was released as a single. It didn't do that well in the charts. But I think it still got a little bit of radio airplay, a little bit here and there. But I love that song. Bobby's vocal in it is great, and the guitar work is just amazing. I like the drums on it too, really cool. Um, Next we have "Julie," which is definitely an underrated song on this album. And it's just got that great, kind of a little bit of a Buddy, definitely a Buddy Holly feel to it. But yeah, it's just a great little, pop tune. "A New Shade of Blue." Now, I really, really like this one. This might be my favorite from the album. Bobby's vocal on it is just so powerful, and him showing, that he can deliver a really, really great ballad, and it's just so good. I love that song so much. Next we get "Only When I Dream," which is another one of my favorites. It's really great, simple little, tune. And it's just really, really fun. And I think that's what he was going for, just, you know, yeah. And I really, really like that. This is one of my favorites on this album, too. "You Kiss Me" that's the next song. Really, really great. That's another one of my favorites. I like the guitar work in this one. The drums are really, really great. And this is also has a little bit of a Buddy Holly feel to it. I mean, they're from Texas, so you know, obviously just like Buddy. So I think they had a lot of that Buddy Holly influence, and you can tell. Especially they covered a Cricket song. Obviously, the song was after Buddy Holly died, but they show that influence. But it just but they add that kind of LA sound a little bit too, because they went to LA too, and that's where kind of where they really made it. So it's just you can really notice that influence. But yeah, "You Kiss Me," great song. "Little Annie Lou," I really, really like this one. You can tell they're having a really good time, and Bobby's vocal on it is really, really great. It's kind of a screamer, and I just love it. So then side two opens up with "I Fought the Law," a classic, pretty much everybody knows this song. And this is definitely a really good version. I think I might like the Crickets version more, just a tad. But I really, really like this version. The drum intro, just right when it kicks in, okay, yeah, it's gonna be a great song, and it's amazing. Um, but yeah, really, really great cover, and this is, I think probably the most successful version of the song, overall. I could be wrong about that, but I think it is. Next we get "Another Sad and Lonely Night," which you definitely see a little bit of Beatles influence on this one, which everybody was influenced by the Beatles during this time. So, um You know, but just a really great song. You know, and nice harmonies on this from Bobby's brother Randy and the rhythm guitarist Jim Reese. But yeah, just really, really great song. Saturday Night, that's a fun little bouncy tune, and it's, you know, it's a minute 40, you know, it's a quick little bouncy tune about Saturday night, and it's really, really fun, you know, great song. Next we get Take My Word, which is another one of my favorites. The drums on this are really, really good. Guitar, amazing, and Bobby harmonizes with himself, I'm pretty sure, on this one, and really, really good, and that's one of my favorites from the album. Full of Love is another one of my favorites. I mean, this whole album is amazing. Yeah, Full of Love, I really, really like this one. Again, drums are really, really great. Just really, really cool song. Never to Be Forgotten is, this might be my favorite. I don't know, I can't pick a favorite from this album, they're all so good. But this album Never to Be Forgotten has really, really cool lyrics on it. And it's just amazing. And the guitar work on it, again, that fuzz guitar, man, wow. It's just so good. So good. You know, and it's just, the lyrics, like I said, I mean, they're just amazing. But yeah, I mean, Bobby Fuller 4, man, start to finish, this album is just one great song after another, and it's just so good. An amazing listen. I want to thank a very good friend of mine for getting this for me. You know, I have always wanted, you know, I wanted this album, and it was really hard to find, and he got it for me, and just, I'm really glad, because, yeah, it's such a great album. But yeah, so, that concludes this. And I should probably, that's Dwayne Querco, the drummer, Randy Fuller, Bobby, and then Jim Reese down there. So, yeah, that pretty much concludes this one. Yeah, Bobby Fuller 4, I Fought the Law.